Hi, thanks for coming back to my little crafty secret. For this episode of Christmas in July 2023, I am showing some ideas on how to make a gift card holder card. I do have a die, but I'm going to show you how you can make the gift card holder portion of the card without using a die. I think it's a great idea. I choose to use a die because I love the clean lines. I don't cut straight very often, and I want it to be nice and perfect. Yeah, I know it's handmade. It's not going to be perfect, but I would like it to look like it's been cut really nicely, and that's why I choose to use a die. So anyway, I am actually using Simon Says stamp set. It came out last year in their tag card kit. It's actually a great card kit and stamp set for the card kit. It's all about gift cards. So that's why I chose that over the other Christmas stamp sets that I do have. Of course, if you don't have this stamp set, not a big deal. Just get something that works best for you. So you just saw me stamp the snow image of the card set. I'm sorry, of the stamp set. And now I'm doing the star image. And these images are not quite 4 inches wide. And so that's why I decided to do the corners of each part of the card. So that's why I'm turning it in my MISTI here. Every quarter I stamp it, turn it again another quarter, stamp it again. And I keep doing that until I have a nice border of this image. Yes, it does overlap, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It looks great anyway. And you'll see at the end of the project, how great it actually looks. I know when you're stamping it, the ink's wet, and sometimes you're like, this is going to be a mess. But just keep going with it. It's going to be fine. Another thing is, because there are, at least for me, I have a lot of gift cards to give people, and I want it to be very simple, and I have to realize that these gift card holders will be tossed, and I don't want to put a lot of effort into making this because I know it will be in the trash, like probably that same day. And yeah, that's just the way it works. It really does. Even for the tags, it just gets in the trash. And unless you're like looking to keep your tags and picking them up after people, yeah, it's gone. It's just gone. So that's why I don't spend so much time on making this, because I have to keep that in mind. Although I really would like to go all out, I don't want to make something where that's just going to be immediately trashed. So now I'm just stamping another image right in the center of the two card fronts. And normally you would just block off that center so you don't see like the snow or the stars coming through the image. It does give a nice clean look when you do mask the center, but you know what? I think it does add some character to the card panel. And also, again, this is going to be almost immediate trash as soon as you give it to the recipient. So I'm not really worried about that. And when you color it, as long as you're staying within the reds and the green families, you won't really see it. And you'll see in a quick second here when I start coloring, you'll see what I mean by that. And honestly, you know what? If I was really pressed for time, look at that. Just the black outline looks pretty good. So I'm actually using these markers. This came in, I think this came in the holiday card kit last year. I think that's what it was called. And I was so happy that that Simon Says Stamp, it was from a Simon Says Stamp card kit. I was so happy they actually included markers in the card kit. So I was super stoked. I love these markers, and I need to actually get some more colors, the tri-blend colors. So I think it works really great. I truly do like it. They even included a pink tri-blend in the February, I think it was the February card kit this year. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm just coloring it in using my tri-blend markers. And yeah, you can't really see, like you can tell that it does come from the back, on the green there. And you know what? It looks fine. It totally looks fine. It's blended. It looks great. The same kind of deal you'll see with the red ornaments. It gets blended into it, but it still looks really great. I really like the way it came out. And again, I have to keep in mind what's going to happen to these cards almost as soon as I give it to them. Okay, so just one quick tip while I finish coloring this up. I do want to point out that I am just using one color, and that's purposeful, and that's just because it just helps the process go a lot quicker, especially if you're mass producing. So one color, choose a color. It's all going to look great at the end, as you can already see from this. So I did decide to cut out a sentiment, and to me at least, it just felt like something was missing. It just didn't feel right without having a sentiment in front. You know what? You probably don't need to have one for a gift card holder, but yeah, I just needed to do it. If you don't want to, you run out of time, feel free to omit that if you like. Because these are ornaments that are just kind of hanging out of nowhere, I thought it'd be great just to hang, or actually just to put the sentiment there as if the ornaments were hanging from the sentiment. Yeah. So here is the die for the gift card holder part, and I just kind of want to share it here. The dimensions are about 3¼ by 4¼ and I wanted to tell you that because if you don't have this die, that's okay. You can actually just get those measurements, and then there are some score marks, and it actually kind of looks like a tissue box top holder. But yeah, there's some score marks here. They're like 1/4 inch on each side. There's a score line, and right in down the center of that oval, there's another score line. So that's where you'd want to fold. See if you're making this yourself. Again, if you are making it yourself, you can just cut out a notch like that, and just making sure you leave about a 1/4 inch on each side of the oval. That's just so that the gift card will stay in place. So you don't need this die. It's very easy to make this yourself, but I do like the clean look of it. If I were to do it, it would look kind of jagged, and yeah, I didn't want to do that. Even though this is going to be in the trash. I know, I keep talking about it just being tossed in the trash. But, yep, I just went ahead and glued it on to the card base. Now I'm going to insert this into the card itself. I'm using wet glue. I'm sure you can make this work using sticky tape, but I need a lot of grace, and I have fidget a lot with getting things straight, so that's why I'm using glue here. So I'm just pressing it down. Look how great that looks. I really like this. This is it's just so cool. You can make any card, convert it into a gift card holder. I think this is what's like the best part. I really like this die. Very, very nice. So yeah, it's kind of fidgeting there. This is why I don't use sticky tape very often. I'm always doing something, readjusting. Yep, and that is it. If you do have this die, I hope you do use it this year. But yeah, that's the 2 projects here that I have to share with you. I hope this gives you ideas on how to create your own gift card holders and how to mass produce, hopefully. I love to mass produce. This is great for me. And I'll catch you during the next Christmas in July episode. Thanks.